Because if you work out how much bus per parish out of that 110 buses, it would be about 7 to a parish. And 7 to a parish can't carry much kids between 6 and 8 o'clock when school starts. So that would be just a tip in the bucket.
That's true.
So
That's true.
if you run one, the most one bus could run in the morning is one road. To get the school and get the kids to school
on time.
So,
right.
So we know. I know it wasn't about the children. I know it's just a way to maximize the amount of money they can get out of that scheme. It's simple as that. All the solution we're trying to find, take me right back to the beginning. They want to maximize as much money as they could get out of that scheme. That's why they come to the US instead of going to Japan or somewhere else.
Yeah, and Paul and everybody in the chat. Here's please just stay with me as I make the argument. The argument I'm making, is this: that they could have done these things that we're talking about, but we know that the interest was never about the children. That's the argument I'm making. I'm saying they could have done these things that we're talking about, but they didn't. Because remember, they're the first to tell us that they are the best and the brightest. And don't forget the Prime Minister said, why am I pay them more money because I attract the best and the brightest. So we know, we don't believe that the interest of the people of Jamaica and the children of Jamaica, the interests were paramount in importance to the legislators and the parliamentarians. We know that because the evidence speaks for itself. But I'm just trying to give you an idea of things that could have been done. I know. So please, people, just bear with me. I know that that is not what was done because their interests were not for the benefit of the children and the people of Jamaica. I know that, but I'm just showing you that. I remember now what we start out. We start out and start talk about the law. We start talk about procurement and show you how the procurement, how the rules were bent and maybe broken. We start out with that and see where we are now. Now we are where things that they could have done, considering that these buses were being donated or sold at heavily discounted rates. And now we have over 7 million that we're asking, where did this money go? And we've remember now, Mr. Vaz was the one who said that I have all the paperwork, I cross all the T's, I dot all the I's. And we're saying to him, okay, fine, well, show us. And so far, we haven't seen anything. And you know why it's taking so long? Because there's a company out in Chicago, We never talked about that yet, Kevin. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago, but we never we not talk about the stuff that we find out about the company yet. Where that company sent out an invoice for over $400,000 to purchase and ship buses from the US to Jamaica, the 26 buses, right? We never go into that yet because we need to find out from this gentleman how we get into this mix up. We need to find out. Now, I have been getting information, but I just don't. I've been told that there is a person that could be affected by if certain information is released at this point. But there will come a point very soon when the information will be released and the truth will be told.
Or uninvolved.
Yeah, the truth will be told. Give me another slide, please, Kevin. Here it is right here. Chris Berry. I don't know if you know him. He's the head of an investment company in Jamaica and very influential man. And he loves to tweet. And he tweeted, he said, look, today I passed a shiny new JUTC bus in Yallas en route to Kingston. And he says, I'm just not understanding why JUTC would be driving empty buses so far. There was no one in the bus. No one. So that's what I'm saying. They could have taken these routes, some of these routes, and reconfigure the whole thing so that they could take some of the new buses, some of these JUTC buses, and partner with the smaller coasters and have a feeder program so that the smaller buses would go up and bring the children down. And then these JUTC buses would then take them to school. We don't see that. Yeah, CEO of Mayberry. Yeah, very, very, very influential firm, very influential person. Hit me that, Kevin. All right, here it is. Based on social media posts from August 2025, JUTC buses have been spotted operating with few or no passengers. While the company's official channels have not addressed this specific issue, the recent expansion of JUTC services into more rural areas and the low ridership levels may be a contributing factor. So, honestly, the problem, fix it. Fix it. Is that it, Kevin? I think that's it, right? Oh, here it is. 55% of Jamaicans approve the rural school bus system. Listen, I think it should be higher than that. I think it should be like 100% of Jamaicans support the rural school bus system in principle. Not the way it's being implemented.
Facts.
Not the way it's being financed. None of that. But we say, yes, the children living in the rural sections of Jamaica, they deserve, we have an obligation to provide transportation for them to get to school. Because an educated population will drive the success of your country. You can't have dunce people around country. You cannot. We have some thieving people in our parliament, but when you talk about the youngsters, we need to get them to schools. And then here's another thing to Kevin. Aren't our priorities screwed up because we're spending over $8 million, right? With buses that are unsafe to traveling from a health perspective and also from the road safety. And then we take them to schools that have no resources and don't have no real teachers. Make that make sense to me. You spend $8 million to say, well, get them to school, but when them get to school, there's nothing there. No audio visual, no books, chichanyama after desk them, the ceiling are dropped down, the walls are cave in.
That's another project though.
Okay.
And in another 4 or 5 years, it will become an emergency.
Okay, sir. And you see, remember now, the Prime Minister, I want to know who's the real leader of this country. Because I wonder if it's Mr. Vaz or Mr. Holness. Because Mr. Holness came out and said that the children would ride for free. At least in St. Thomas where it was. Mr. Vaz came out and said, no, schoolers have to pay. It have to cost them $100 a day round trip. And then now we hear when them come out. Now you look how them come out and say, oh, they'll ride for free for 2 months. What will happen after 2 months?
Either them stop ride or them start pay.
What will happen? People, you see how cruel and wicked these people are? This is a common tactic, Kevin. Them starve you, and then them give you a little feeding, and you're grateful, and you forget that you were starved before, and then them go back to starving you again after the election. You see the video with the people I've run down the Kentucky, the KFC thing, when they give them KFC for free?
You have it.
No, have it. I mean, people, come on. Open up your eyes. Them starve you, give you a little thing, and you don't even realize that what they might give you, it's yours, they might give you, Yours that you should be getting every day, they might give you once every 4 years. And you so happy you take it and you just say, yes, them people are great. That is not holding people accountable. That is not holding people accountable. What else we have, Kevin? Let me move this.
That is it for that. So you can take it off.
What is this? Oh, hold on. Remove. What is this one here? Oh,
that was your boss, man.
Okay, comes to the. All right, so I move that. Okay, I'll play this one now. Let me see what else is here, people. But I mean, it's sad. Oh, here's the one. People. This bus. This bus are finished.
People,
You can see what?
see the garbage where our Prime Minister buy? See it, the people? The garbage our Prime Minister buy. Right in Mandeville, Greenville Center, Community Center, that. Look at it. What a disgrace. Really all bust them, man. My God. This taxpayer money take go by. My God. What a disgrace. I have to go big water. See it there? I have to go big water because I don't have enough water. Look at it. Go big water, see it there? You ain't got big water. Oh my God. Eh? Eh? Gonna beg the gas station water. For train hour. Eh?
Let me just tell on the right now, you know. The bus they finishing them through water night and the bus they finish. Finish. Bim, what you say?
Yeah, man. It's those buses don't need no water. Strictly antifreeze.
Not even 50-50?
Even 50-50 will work, but well, like in Jamaica, the 50-50 will work, but like up north where the temperature can
Right.
get really cold, you know, so I'm use strictly antifreeze. But in Jamaica, the 50-50 will work.
Well, let me just tell you, Bim, that I spoke to a mechanic.
Yeah.
Mechanic who them work on these buses, Thomas and Bluebird, and the man told me, him say, that bus, you put the water in it, it's finished because it's a special blend of antifreeze that they use. So once you throw the water in it, that's it. Because him start telling me the mechanics of it and say to go warp the head, and then you know you have problems. And see the bus broke down anyway, you know. And being make them know so our bus not broke down, you know, our bus are running.
But that bus could go anywhere across the states. All it need to get diesel it up